When I was in college, I was studying artists. The abstract expressionists in New York were kind of a main body of work to study at that time. I became very attracted to Jackson Pollock's work. His work was such a large influence on me. I loved the way he immediately worked, and he worked on the floor, and he worked large, and he started with line work. It set me going with a lot of inspiration for processes that I would take to do my work. I had a professor say, I think you should look into Chinese art. And I did. And I found that the same sort of things that were exciting me about Pollock's work were exciting me in Chinese painting. It is very much about immediate line work, and also a little bit more connected to nature, although I think that Pollock is very much connected to nature. His is just more abstracted. Probably the #1 book or influence that I ever found was this small little slim book of Jackson Pollock's paintings on rice paper. I started looking for rice paper and started painting on it, and voila, it was the exact thing that really resonated with me to promote my art to the next level. And then along the way, I found other artists who seemed to have some of the same influences. And the primary artist I would say that fits into that category is Bryce Marden. And Bryce Marden started out as a minimalist, just painting strict blocks of colors. But then he got inspired by Chinese painting, and particularly Chinese calligraphy. And he actually paints with the sticks. And he paints with long sticks that sort of give him a distance from the painting, and I think keep him loose. So he has these marvelous paintings that are all very much related to Chinese calligraphy and very much about line work. And then there's an artist, her name is Jo Nelson. She is inspired by trees, and she's inspired by line work. Her bent is sort of studying older paintings from like the 1800s. And painting somewhat in that style, bringing those influences into her pieces, but they end up with these outrageously beautiful paintings of trees that are all very much affected by line work.